I think these two guys are in the best shape ever. Two rock climbers made history this past week in California's Yosemite National Park, completing what's being called the hardest climb in the world. Now, they are 30-year-old Kevin Jorgeson and 36-year-old Tommy Caldwell. They became the first men to free climb a 3,000-foot sheer slab of granite to reach the summit of El Capitan, a history-making achievement. Now, if you want to know about their story, here is their incredible journey. They said it couldn't be done, an attempt to ascend the most perilous rock face in the world. But to Kevin Jorgeson and Tommy Caldwell, nothing was going to stop them from attempting to make history. The two started their journey on December the 27th, 2014, and began their 1.2-kilometer trek up the Dawn Wall route to the peak. Using no climbing aids other than safety ropes to catch their falls, they faced some of the hardest climbing conditions on Earth, pushing their bodies to the limit with every vertical pull. As they challenged the wall, photographers hung on ropes and watched through long lenses as Kevin and Tommy defied gravity by using bruised and battered hands and fingers to grab onto pieces of the ledge no bigger than a 1-cent coin up dead vertical sections of the wall. Falling hundreds of times, the duo took each one in their stride, despite slamming face first into the rocks and falling distances that would sometimes take a full day to recover. When the going got too tough, the pair took refuge in a makeshift tent, which they attached to the rock face and rested before heading out again. Here they snacked on tin food and bandaged their damaged fingers. Kevin Jorgeson took the time on the Dawn Wall to speak about the weather conditions they faced earlier in their trek.
We looked at the forecast and saw that there's this crazy Arctic windstorm happening today. It's getting pretty rowdy. The portaledge, despite being lashed down, is getting tossed around like a rag doll.
Once the weather cleared, the two began their trek again, and despite the immense hardship and wanting to quit on numerous occasions, after 19 days climbing the 3,000-foot granite wall, Tommy Caldwell and Kevin Jorgeson walked up the last slope to the cheers of friends and family who couldn't quite believe what they had achieved. Bursting with joy, the two had made rock climbing history and were quite literally on top of the world. Yeah. 3,000 feet's incredible, and all the friends and family cheering them on. Well, the Yosemite National Park is one of the most beautiful parks in the world. So even if you're not a daredevil climber like Tommy and Kevin, why not pay it a visit? In fact, to get to Yosemite National Park in California, you can fly with British Airways, and you could collect a whopping 19,960 Avios for a return flight from Cape Town to Fresno Yosemite International. That's 40 Avios shy of redeeming a return flight from Joburg to Mauritius. So once you land, you can pick up your Avios car rental to collect even more Avios, and then take a 1.5-hour drive to get to the park for your own hiking experience. Now, this is part of the US, and it's not just spectacularly beautiful, but after you've enjoyed the great outdoors, it's only 3.5 hours drive to get to the cosmopolitan city of San Francisco, home to the famous sites like the Golden Gate Bridge and also Chinatown and Alcatraz. So if you need something to do for 2015, why not take a trip and make it extra special for yourself, daredevil or not? Well, one of the things that we're doing on our Espresso Feel Good show is we are challenging each other to do something new, and Capitan and Leigh-Anne has more.